Hey, welcome to Awesome Kids Art Fun. We're gonna draw the Hollywood sign in Hollywood, California. You know, that big sign on the hillside that is so iconic. We're gonna start off by drawing some of those palm trees that are all over Southern California. You know, palm trees have that long, tall trunk, and they often have a nice bend to them. And then all the leaves that go around the top, the big branches of leaves. And there's date palms and there's coconut palms. So a couple of short ones here on this side, and this is meant to frame the picture and give it atmosphere. Don't forget those little jaggy parts in the palm fronds because the leaves have these little cuts in them and they tend to crack and split. We're drawing here to make sure it looks a little bit more realistic. Now, of course, Hollywood, everyone knows, is where the movies are made. Or at least that's where most of the movie production companies are. We're drawing the letters now. You're going to make them with thickness, so you draw the outside and then the inside of the O. And then giving the L a shape there with a thickness. And all the way across. Try to get them in a good position, otherwise you're either going to be too short in that space or you're not going to make it across. And the sign kind of wobbles downward. That's what's kind of famous about it. The wood, the W, sits a little lower and rolls over, and then the sign rolls up again. It's been there for decades and decades. And they keep fixing it up because it's become so well known. Okay, now we're going to draw the hills that it sits on. Southern California has lots of hills and mountains as well. And then the hillside. We've got the line drawing done. We're going to color it now. I'm starting off by doing the trunks of the trees, the palm trees, with brown. And we're also going to do the line of the hillside, the top of the hillsides in brown, and the hillside angle markings, the ones that are below the sign, which are meant to indicate a slope upward to the sign, which there is, a big slope. I'm coloring the top of the palm trees now in the appropriate dark green. Now get it in the lines. Look, there's a lot of coloring in this picture, and if you need to pause to get the colors right in the little spaces where they're supposed to go, you can do that. Start up again. So Hollywood was so famous that when the Indian film industry in India decided to name themselves, they called themselves Bollywood. Okay, now the hillsides with that brown that I mentioned. You know, the hillsides in California, after some rain in the winter and summer, early summer, they get very, very brown. And in fact, this area of California where Hollywood is, just in Los Angeles, is actually lots of fire problems. And the whole hillsides catch on fire. So brown is really the color that the hills get when all the grass dries up. Now we're going to pick a bright yellow to fill in. I'm going to fill in above the Hollywood sign because I'm going to leave the Hollywood sign white. And I'm not doing the whole thing really solid. I'm just kind of giving the idea of the color of dry grass on the hillside. I'm just adding a little. And we're just about done. We're going to add a little more shading of greener grass a little lower. And just putting a little bit in under the sign. The Hollywood hillside has lots of different vegetation, some bushes and trees, and also some dry grass areas and rocks. And this is just an artistic rendition, giving the impression of the hillside. I'm putting some green underneath as well, a little bit in between the letters, in between the palm trees, and then finish up with a few lines to indicate the hill again. So we've just drawn the famous Hollywood movie sign in Hollywood, California. Thanks for watching, and sign up for more of our videos.